Hello, my dear students. Namaste. We were greetings to you from all of us here at Department of Electronics and Telecommunication, Vidyalankar Polytechnic, Vadala, Mumbai. I, Pratik Taude, welcome you to this first module on wireless network generations. After completion of this module, the learners will be able to recall wireless network generations in mobile and wireless communication. Dear students, we will study first generation cellular systems. It is analog voice technology. First generation systems are AMPS, stands for Advanced Mobile Phone Service, introduced in 1983 in USA. Key features of AMPS are 666 duplex channels, 40 MHz of spectrum in 800 MHz band, 30 kHz for one-way bandwidth. In 1989, the FCC granted an additional 166 channels, 10 MHz, to US cellular service providers. The forward and reverse channels in each pair are separated by 45 MHz. Also, first generation systems are NMT 450 Nordic Mobile Telephone, introduced in 1981, was adopted by European states 25 kHz. TACS Total Access Communication System was a very successful system in Great Britain 25 kHz. NTT Nippon Telephone and Telegraph was introduced in 1979 25 kHz. This is evolution of mobile communication as far as first generation cellular systems are concerned. The disadvantages of first generation systems are poor voice quality due to interference, poor battery life, large size mobile phones, less security, limited number of users and call coverage. Roaming was not possible between similar systems. Dear students, now we will study second generation cellular systems. It is digital technology. As you can see, each A section second generation cellular systems are having high speed, high base station, power low traffic density and few base stations. Each B station second generation cellular systems are having low speed, low base station power, high traffic density, many base stations. GSM technology become base standard for further development in wireless standards later. For GSM 900, uplink frequency range is 890 to 915 MHz, and for eGSM it is 880 to 890 MHz. Carrier spacing is 200 kHz and duplex spacing is 45 MHz. For GSM 1800, uplink frequency range is 1710 to 1785 MHz. Carrier spacing is 200 kHz and duplex spacing is 95 MHz. For GSM 1900, uplink frequency range is 1850 to 1910 MHz. Carrier spacing is 200 kHz and duplex spacing is 80 MHz. For GSM R, uplink frequency range is 876 to 880 megahertz. Carrier spacing is 200 kilohertz and duplex spacing is 45 megahertz. The disadvantages of second generation systems are low data rate, limited mobility, less features on mobile devices, and limited number of users and hardware. So, third generation systems came into existence. Third generation cellular systems are having high speed data service. There are three major standards: UMTS, which stands for Universal Mobile Telecommunication Standard; CDMA 2000, it is IS-95 successor; and TD-SCDMA, which stands for Time Division Synchronous Code Division Multiple Access. Now, I would like to request you to think and reflect on following question. The question is, what are the wireless network generations in mobile and wireless communication? Kindly pause your video and write in your notebook the answer for above question. Yes, once you have done it, then click on the next slide. Also, IMT 2000 services is a third generation cellular system. Data speed for indoor office is 2 Mbps. For pedestrian, it is 384 kbps. For vehicular, it is 144 kbps. And for satellite, it is 9.6 kbps. Range for megacell is 100 to 500 km. For macro cell, less than or equal to 35 km. For microcell, it is less than or equal to 1 km, and for picocell, it is less than or equal to 50 meter. I am very thankful for attending this first module. I wish you all the best for further learning. Thank you.